Can you hear me okay?
Not really.
You can't hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay, you take the microphone for her. What are some of the things that were coming through that guided her to stand up, following through with the other reads too as well? Go ahead.
Like a boat or hunting dogs, stuff like that.
So it's matching up to who do you want to hear from most of all? Honey, you got a lot of people over here, but anyway, who do you want to hear from? Yeah, Mel coming through here for you. Is that who you wanted to hear from most of all?
Yes.
Okay, cool as well. And also too, I know we are in the month of August, but where's our August birthday, anniversary, or death? Because they are talking about the month of August as being relevant too as well. You got to read in here too as well, baby. So this is a shared read, okay? So you can kick it out. Y'all are here together, obviously, right?
Yeah, August.
Okay. August. Okay, where does that fit for you? Your mama still here in the physical?
Yes.
Okay, anyway. Her mama over here too as well?
Yes.
You look a lot like your mama?
Yes.
Okay, that's your mama?
Yes.
Stand up, okay? Your mama's back. No, okay. Okay, she's scared. I'm scaring people now.
Stand up too. 'Cause this is my daughter.
Baby girl, stand up. Oh my
And the
God.
August would be
Okay.
probably her, because that's her birthday.
Okay, happy birthday to you as well. This is a family affair here. So have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not a virgin. Actually, you know how this works here.
Yes.
I think that's funny. Come on, guys. I had somebody just hate it when I said that. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Who do you want to hear from most of all? Let's get you real quick because her family's really loud.
My son.
Okay, yeah. Okay, does he have a little child who's still here in the physical?
No.
She can't hear. Take that for her.
No.
You don't have any grandchildren at all?
No.
So he's taking me back. Where's our April birthday too as well? He's showing me the April birthday. Is he connected to Michelle as well? Because he's showing me that as well. Okay, it'll make sense later. And his passing was sudden passing?
Yes.
Okay, so you can help me with that too as well. Did he also have a chest injury connected to his passing as well? Because he's talking about that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And so sometimes you'll feel it more like in the higher chest like that, okay? Okay, that makes sense, right? Anyway,
Yes.
so he'll be really careful with the mama, and that's why I'm really glad you're here because, like, yeah, I can't stand watching some mediums and psychics to where they go in for the kill to really make themselves feel better. Anyway, your son has a sense of humor. He said, say that, right? I'm like, what did you just fucking say?
That's him.
He's like a little devil in disguise, let me tell you what. Definitely rock and roll here too as well. Was he in a relationship when he passed here? Because he's showing me.
Was he in a relationship?
Your son too as well. So this
yes,
is stand up. We got a group read here. So we're going to go back and forth too. Some of this is fitting for you too as well. So y'all stay standing, pass the microphone back and forth. I'm not supposed to leave the stage. Don't sit down yet, baby. You're up on the street here. Okay, some of the stuff that you notice how they have me go over here too as well. So do we have a little grandson who's still here in the physical here as well? Does he have children here?
No,
and he was really hoarse right before he passed too. Did he have the pneumonia or a cough, or is that her son too as well? Just showing me that too as well. We do have another son over here. Okay, right there, okay. Okay, so your son on the other side too as well. And so this is fitting. Come on over here, baby. We're gonna get on over this. Okay, so this is going to be the mother's read here for the second here. This is good. The spirit world, they know what they're doing here. And go stand next to her right here as well. So go ahead. And was he losing his voice right before he passed too as well? Does he have a son who's still here in the physical too as well, grandson? Where the fuck is that little boy? Okay, anyway, I'll get to it. Excuse me, potty mouth in the house. Okay.
The little boy's over here, and he's passed. He's, trust me.
The grandson?
Yep.
Get over here.
Yep.
Okay. The spirit world, they're very interesting. They're like, we have a group. They were showing me this earlier today to where it's really weird because you're going to have a group of people over. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, so now it's kind of playing out how they planned on doing that too.
And you said boat?
Boat. Okay, so I wish they would have organized you all a little bit better before and just told you exactly where to sit so that way we're not going to miss anybody here as well. So the grandson, your son. Your grandson. Okay, thank you. Anyway, and connected to, did he have leg injuries too as well? Connected to his passing, the right leg.
He had, they did the,
Yeah.
tried to run a main line.
Okay,
In
and
his
it
legs,
went
in
right
both
out.
of his
Okay,
legs.
so that, and also too with your son as well, the leg injuries. Okay, was that the right side right here? Right here.
He had a huge laceration
Okay, on the right side, right through here? Okay. Anyway, he's like, so what we want to do is talk to y'all a little bit about the empathic hit, which y'all understand. Sometimes you experience it out of nowhere, right? And you think you're losing your mind. Well, look, there's nothing more important than a child who's on the other side, honestly, because that empathic link is just so powerful. So a grandchild, too, as well. Is your son still here in the physical? Okay, so he's talking about his dad. Would it be okay to say that he was maybe a little bit upset with his daddy right before he passed anyway? He's talking about that. Or was that you? Were you pissed? Who were you mad at? You were mad at somebody when he's talking about.
I'm mad at the whole, like, psychic, like, why?
Okay.
I'm mad.
Oh,
Like, why did this happen?
no, he's talking about that somebody was mad at directly. There's the witch out here.
At him?
No, not at him.
I'm
He's like, I know you're not mad at me.
his mom.
Okay.
His mom.
Okay. So you're his mama.
No, I'm the grandmother.
But you're his
I'm-
mama.
Yeah, I was.
Because he says, I am. Yeah, you are the mom. So that's for the little boy where we're getting a little bit lost with the little boy here too as well. Don't you worry. We're going to get back. We're going to go. Boop, 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 boop. Do you still, okay. His room still the same?
Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. By the way, who's been pushing you to do something different? Anyway, so he's talking about that. He's like, on your time, on your time,
Okay.
on your time. You can stay there forever if you wanted to. Okay? So don't worry about that. So if anybody's trying to push you in that direction, just kind of say,
The
yeah,
bedroom.
does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so for what? Okay, so those of y'all witnessing, you'll see that certain things may not make sense to you, but it's making sense to the person. When we get around to you, you'll go, oh my God, okay, yeah, that totally fits here. And you'll see when we rewind and when y'all watch the shows and how masterful the spirit world is. Remember, I'm the idiot here, just going through the reads and how it just really kind of fits all the way around here. They know what they're doing here. But you're cleaning out the rest of your house.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's very interesting in how they're like, you're just like seriously going fried green tomatoes on it, like Tawanda getting rid of all this stuff here.
Renovating.
Okay. So he's showing me that as well. He's like, brilliant, that's helpful, that's therapeutic, but it's not your fault. So he's going over and over and over again saying, look, that's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not. He interrupts a lot. He's like, it's not your fault. Does that make sense to his personality? He won't let you have get a word in edgewise. Well, he's doing the same right now. He's like, I don't want to hear any more of that. If you use your logical mind, you'll understand you didn't do anything wrong. It just is what it is. There was no way to prevent it. Because you're kind of haunted by this because you had feelings about it before, and you're like, okay, I don't think we should be going in that direction. We should be going in this direction. But, you know, it is what it is. It did happen. He made his decision to go home, and that's the thing. We all make our decision. When we leave this physical realm, we all make our decision to leave. Nobody's taking us, okay? He knew that he could do what he needed to do from the other side, but he was having difficulties anyway. Suffering with severe depression right before the passing to connection with your son right there too as well. Does that make sense too? And also not for yours though. He was fine and standy. Anyway, do you have a cat at home too as well? That's your cat? Okay, here we go next to you. Y'all can, okay. And, wait, there's more than one, isn't there?
Pardon?
More than one cat? We got 3 cats right now?
No.
But is there one adopting you outside? Because anyway, that's what he's showing me too as well, okay? So he communicates with the cats an awful lot, and so you see they do wacky things. Well, you know, it's him doing that too as well. Have you been thinking about lighting candles lately? Just like lighting a candle? Is that you? Wait, okay, we're bouncing back over here. Don't worry, we're gonna bounce back and forth. See how I can pretty much get everybody in on a read here? Okay. You can talk for her. So you've been thinking about lighting candles lately, but have you been a little bit allergic to them and the smell's too strong as well to where maybe you shouldn't be lighting them?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. He says, don't worry about the candles. You don't need the candles. Because you were thinking, I need to do this to kind of have him connected to me. He's like, I'm not the candle. You don't need that light. I am the light. So he talks about that, okay? So, because the candles are making you sick. Does that make sense, baby?
Yeah.
So this is what he's all about. He wants to help you. He wants to help you. Did they bring him back, but then he did pass? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because he's showing me that, where he was making his decision. Okay, so here we have a theme here going, all right? Who do you want to connect with?
My son was 27.
Okay, come on. Well, everybody's going to wind up coming over here.
Doesn't do me any good.
Making it easy for the camera guys. We've got a group read here of mothers here. That's really important here. What were some of the things that you were connected to as well as we were reading them? Your son being on the other side. We're talking about 27 too as well. Okay, so anyway, he is talking about the month of February as being a birthday anniversary of death. February is a connected day. That's got to be important. Could be somebody who's still here on the physical too as well. Apparently not death as well, but he does talk about the month of February. Also too, does he have a child still here on the physical as well? Are you sure?
As far as I know. That would be a blessing.
I see a little girl, so don't know, but that might pop up.
Maybe.
He,
I'm not sure. I just was guessing, kind of.
huh?
I was just taking a guess. I'm not sure of that.
Guessing on what?
On a baby.
That's a possibility, right?
It's a possibility.
So the child is here. It's a little girl.
Yeah.
I do believe, from what you do have a granddaughter,
I know. I don't know that for sure, though.
but you kind of get the feeling.
Not really.
You know what she's going to say afterwards? She's going to say, I knew all along.
I'm going to say yes only
Yes.
because she did not care for the girl. So I'm going to say yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because he did have a picture of her and the baby
Yes.
next to his
And the
next-
little girl.
Yes.
He sees that little girl as his child. That's a connection to your son. Whether it be a physical bloodline or a spiritual bloodline, he helps her. He loves her, he adores her. And you should be mad at her, but he says, you really should be mad at me too as well. That might be where the Michelle connection is as well.
He has a little niece, actually.
That's not his daughter.
No, but he comes to her a lot.
That's true. He comes to a lot of people, but you know, sometimes our kids are going to give us things that we don't want to hear from the other side because he knows it all. He really does.
Yes.
He will help you. So intuitively, you've been feeling this, haven't you?
Yes.
Uh-huh. But it's kind of hard to say because, you know,
Yes.
you don't want to be the one.
It's been talked about.
Okay, so he's validating up you. So keep going on that. And there's a spiritual bloodline that runs through all of us to where he loves her. God created us. Even though she may not be physically bloodline connected, he sees her as his spiritual bloodline. Just like somebody who adopts somebody, that's a spiritual. Hi. Well, hey, okay, so now this is making a lot of sense right now, isn't it? Okay, yeah, okay. We have mothers so fantastic here. Anyway, look, you're not going to get the answers that you want. Because you feel like, okay, I'm waiting for those answers as far as really what went down. Does that make sense? In his passing process.
Yes.
You're not, I'm just telling you what he's saying here. He's like, look, that's not going to give you the closure anyway. And you're kind of holding your grief until you get those answers, which you know you're kind of not going to get because they did kind of give answers and you're not happy with them. And you too, okay. But that fits for them. It's interesting in how the spirit world, they're just nifty in this way. They do make sure to match it up, and that's why we have everybody over here, because you'll see the stories are very similar. It's very interesting in how, so though we're going in that direction, you'll be sitting there going, oh my God, that fits, that fits. That's because I'm talking as fast as I can because they're back here going blah, 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 say that, there, there. Okay, and he is showing me the color red an awful lot as far as
Yes,
like
that
there's
was-
like red is everything, red is everything, red is everything. Okay?
That was his favorite color.
Okay, still is, by the way, and so he'll use that. He really wants you to have you gone to counseling?
Have you gone to counseling?
No.
But you've been told to.
No. That wouldn't help me. I don't think there's nothing that could help me.
Okay, well, there's nothing that can bring him back to the physical. But then also, too, your life is important. And so, you know, remember, I'm not a doctor. Go see one if you need to. But what you experienced with your sons, there's a post-traumatic stress associated with that because, well, anyway, we'll just leave it at that, he says. It wasn't pleasant.
No.
Okay. He's like real. Does that make sense? Okay. So you see how they'll be? I'm just telling you what he's saying. So you can follow the guidance, or, and this is what he's saying, continue to suffer. He says, follow the guidance and get some counseling. Somebody who's a professional, we're not talking grief counseling, somebody who is really specific in the area of post-traumatic stress. That makes sense that he would be talking about that for
Yes.
his mama.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what they do. They zone in, they know what's going on,
Yes.
and they try to save and rescue and guide in the direction that will be helpful, because your mission and purpose, your breath, your life matters.
Right.
So that's where he's zoning. So that's where it makes sense too as well. I've just given you his attitude. He's like, I don't care how it was here. You got to listen to me now. So he knows he would give you lip anyway. He's still giving you
Right.
lip.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go over here. They probably. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyway, back to you here as well. So you were talking about how Ghost was spending a little bit of time with the mothers. Y'all are okay with that, right? Okay. All right. You said you have 2 who are on the other side, 2 boys who are on the other side?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there 3 years in between them two as well? Anyway, they're showing me the 3 of 3 as being relevant. Do you still have one who's still here in the physical?
Yes.
Okay, so you do have the 3 here as well. Okay. No, 4. You have 4 children.
I should have had 4 kids.
You have 4 children. Okay. Anyway, they're showing me that too as well. So our children do exist, even if you have an abortion or a miscarriage, that child is eternal. They belong to us, okay?
I had a miscarriage.
What are some of your questions? So you've been getting a whole slew of a mother's read here, over here. You want some answers. You're mad about it. You're not going to get answers. I would say that this would be like quite a theme here
Yes.
that's going on with all of our mothers who we've got grouped over here as well.
Tragedy, that's what happens. You don't get the
Well,
answers.
you want to be mad at somebody else's too, but was there a lawsuit too as well? Because he's showing me that. Okay, I know you may not be able to talk about that as well here, but he says, okay, that's in the works.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you're plugging away?
Huh?
Are you plugging away, keeping it going?
I don't know how to make it continue.
Okay, well, he'll help you find that way.
Okay.
Okay, because that's where you're kind of like going to be Aaron Brockovich. Make sense?
Okay. It was an airbag issue, so that's
Aaron Brockovich. That's why he brings up Aaron Brockovich. He's like, don't give up on this. You've got my help. Because what we do is we save other lives as well. People whose mission and purpose isn't complete yet, a whole lot of damage could be done, with the airbag. So he talks about that as well. Do you have a lot of chest injuries too as well?
yes.
Okay. All right. And did they call it on the scene?
Yes.
Okay. He's just trying to give you evidence. He's like, this is the uncomfortable part of validations. Okay. He's like, but you
I
needed
had
to.
anger with that because they called it within 1 minute of arriving on scene, so I have a lot of
He's-
anger
He
with
says,
that.
Mama, I was gone. I was standing right there when they were doing it. Okay.
Yes.
So they had to. So it wasn't complacency.
Okay.
See, he said it wasn't complacency. He said, and they could have kept going, but I wasn't coming back. I was done with my mission and purpose here. Okay?
Yes.
So, but it's so you as well really need to follow the guidance. So we have a theme here, and those of y'all who have traumatic death experiences, counseling, and I'm not talking grief counseling. I'm talking about counselors that really know what they're doing, because we're dealing with post-traumatic stress, and people need to acknowledge that more often, actually. In fact, a lot of people, they come out of grief counseling, especially when they lose a child, feeling a lot worse. Because, and also too, the grief groups, it makes it even worse, because then it's just everybody's like, yeah, oh God, Anyway, so he's talking about that with you too as well. Do we have a Canadian connection too as well?
Yes.
Because he's showing me, he's like, that's really neat here.
His dad's half Canadian.
Okay, he's like, it's all about that. So he's like, pride. So, but keep going. You've got this. Anything else, ladies? I bet you all want to sit down real quick.
Quick question.
Okay.
Okay. Any other siblings, any other babies coming onto this side.
Oh, you be coming in from over there? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, coming to be like a part of my family.
Right. From
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
coming
from
here.
over there, coming here
Okay,
to be
yeah.
like, make me a Mimi again.
Do we have twins in the family too as well?
Excuse me?
Anyway, do we have twins in the family as well?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, interesting as that is.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll leave it at that. How about you,
Okay,
baby?
thank you.
A difference that I'm trying to make in the world along with several other people.
Right.
Surrounding
Keep going.
my
Keep
sons.
going on that. Right as well. He says that. And then also too, where's our drug connection as well? He's showing me that as well.
Drugs.
So keep moving in that direction. Help and roar. Raise everybody's awareness rapidly. We know how that works, right? Okay. So keep going in that direction.
There's a lot of stigma.
No, but keep going anyway. Who the hell cares? We're on a mission together.
I understand the drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I want to make a difference in the world for him,
Okay.
and I'm hoping he'll guide me.
Just by living, just by breathing, just by moving forward, you've got this. Keep going. Keep going. You've got this. Thank you.